Yes, good day, everyone. To all my viewers, to all my subscribers, and all, yes, I'd like to say thank you for checking me out this time. Well, I do have this kind of video, not just for something else, for another issues, but of course, the, the very terrifying illness, COVID-19. So, well, not too very, serious with this kind of illness, but somehow some of my friends chatted me and some of my listeners sent a lot of inquiries when can they see back my live videos in the radio or like in my school. But then obviously we don't have a certain answer for that. But then they asked me what makes me busy right now. Yes, I'm very willing to share to you what makes me feel that this is not just about negativity about COVID-19, but since, of course, this is very negative already in our lives happening, right? But we need to beat it. We need to beat negativity. We need to be positive, and we need to find ways not to really to get too serious and not to be so anxious about the certain COVID-19. This very terrifying, very scary, but it's actually depends on us if we will allow this kind of illness, not just only affect or not only affects our physical body, but emotionally also, right? A lot of people right now are very anxious about their food, about their outdoor activities, about their loved ones who are apart or away from them. They're very anxious of their future, their dreams. What if, like tomorrow, we don't have food anymore? Where to go, where to get, and what will be our earnings in the next months? Because even until right now, it goes like almost 2 months that we're staying here at home, no job at all, no earnings. So we can really tell that it has a lot of lessons. It taught us a lot of lessons. It's not just right now, it's not just, fighting our lives, protecting our security, protecting our lives, our families and loved ones. But definitely it actually taught us a lot of stuff. So how to combat, how to battle this kind of war in our lives. Um, there are a lot of teachings. It taught us how to save money. It taught us how to be always prepared, no matter what, no matter anytime if these things will happen again. At least we're always prepared spiritually and physically, of course, right? We need medicine, we need vitamins, of course. We need spiritual preparations and emotional. Well, anyway, I want to share to you what makes me so positive and what makes me um, determined that life is just like this. We need to fight and we need to believe God. So I want to share you a little video that actually sum up what's happening around, what's happening this time. It's all about the warriors. It's all about the patients who actually fought for their lives, but others wasn't or were not able to do so. The prayer, which is our ultimate weapon this time. The survivors who are very strong in faith, emotional, psychologically, who were able to make it for another certain kind of life, for another life chance in this world. And to our frontliners, I made it kind of video. All right. And of course, I want to give you courage, hope that this is not yet the end, that this is just our beginning for another kind of life, for a certain better, wider chance in our lives. It's not yet, the end of everything, but this is an awakening up. We need to be awake that in every darkness, there's always a brighter day behind waiting for us. Okay, so this is what made me busy a few days ago. It took me like, 2 weeks to finish this or to polish everything. So, yes, I downloaded an application which is a Filmora 9 in my laptop, and I really, uh, not only videos, not only photos, but also MP3s. It's the songs here. I chose a lot of photos which are downloadable, and here are the songs, and I import, right? I did some importing, the medias, the titles, the photos, the songs, and one, made it, place it here like this and all. And I eventually played it every now and then. I took some, editings, more than a week, and choosing the right song that really matches the message that I wanted to convey to all my viewers. At the same time, I chose very touching photos that not only through the lyrics and the meanings of the songs, but through watching the photos that can really, catch us and captivates our hearts. So this is it. I want to play it to all of you. This is not an ordinary video that I used to make before. It is not my own activities, the dancing, the teaching, the hosting, and in the radio. It's definitely different because this is what is happening not only in our country but in the whole world. And I'd like to convey some messages, you know, keeping up our good spirit, faith to God, and the determination that everything will end up soon. Okay, so please check it out. This is my new video for you guys to watch, and hope you can learn something out of this video. The next part of it are actually our frontliners. Okay, so since we can't do anything to help them, but we need to thank them from our heart because we consider them as the living heroes of our world these days. Actually, we consider them as having bigger hearts than bigger minds, because without hesitations they were able to fight for other people's lives, not thinking about their own lives, right? And they're not thinking, even though, like, of course they have something to claim this time, they have money to earn out of the service that they are doing presently behind the the scary, very alarming illness that we are facing this time. But even though they have the earnings, even though they have something to earn from the government out of their service, well, we can tell it's not just too less, but it is totally nothing compare of the safety, compare of living with a very healthy lives with their family. That's what we are fighting for. All of us are dreaming to have a good family, healthy lives. But then in this case right now, without hesitations, they were able to save other people's lives, even though they don't know them, but they are really doing something, right? So they are not taking care much of themselves right now, of their lives right now, but they're doing this service for other people, for all of us. So instead of like giving them a lot of credits this time, we will just have to follow, to do something, just to cooperate, just to contribute. We will now stay at home for the sake that at least the rampant of having positive victims of this COVID-19 virus will be limited, because we cannot actually tell the effort we cannot really see the effort that they're doing, not for themselves, but they are doing it for all of us. So as our cooperation, we will follow what they wanted to do, what they wanted us to do. So they wanted us to stay at home because they are working for us, for our safety, not just for their safety, but for us. So instead of like being hard-headed, and instead of like blaming any people else, other people, why do this COVID-19 exist, or why do this COVID-19 until this time still going on, still continues, still rampant. But instead of blaming, and instead of like depending other people, let's do our part. Okay, we are not doing for anyone else, but we are staying at home for our own security, for our own safety, for our own family. Unlike the service that our frontliners are doing right now, they are gambling their own lives. All right, they're not thinking about their own lives. They are not having hesitations. What if I'll be the next victim? So better I'll stop. But they're not thinking about that. They are still doing what they wanted, what their heart really wanted to do. They wanted to save all of us. So to all our frontliners, we wanted to greet you a happy day. We wanted to salute you for a very heroic deed you did for all of us. We thank you and we salute you for unlimited, right, dreams for saving the whole world. So I chose this song, Today My Life Begins by Bruno Mars. Okay, so I'd like to offer this video, this part of my created video. Okay, so that's the end of my new learning these days of staying at home, for having no work, for having no job, for having no outdoor activities, instead of like staying here at home with our families and grabbing the chance, the opportunities of like doing such things that we can never do during our ordinary days. So this time we need to grab the opportunity of like spending times with our kids, time with our family, to ask forgiveness. And we need, no matter what happened in our lives this time, we still have to thank that. Though a lot of people outside from other countries, died and got positive because of this illness, we need to thank that we are still here alive this time, safety, healthy, and being protected. And these are the kind of stuff that still reminds us that we still have a lot of things to do, instead of like, bothering God, blaming people. Why are we now staying at home doing nothing? But we cannot just even imagine ourselves facing more difficult than this, like having no food at all. Maybe even though you have food, or you have money, but you can never go out because of strong wind, calamities, other calamities, or flood. This is a kind of illness which wakes up all of us that we need to go back to the creator of our lives. Good thing that even though we're staying at home right now, we are with our loved ones. And good thing that even though we don't earn much as our ordinary days, but we still have a lot of communication gadgets. We still have, this time we have internet, we have phones. Or maybe if we can just imagine, we don't have this kind of gadgets, what are we doing? What will we do? Getting more fed up, staying at home. But we still have to thank God. He is always in our hearts if we will just call Him. So thanks for all of my viewers, to all of my subscribers. Thank you so much for spending time watching my videos, watching my new learning this time. I'm staying at home, but I'm doing some new task. I'm engaging in new challenge just to forget the pandemic that is now happening in our lives, the whole world. So to all of us right now, let's keep safe. Let's always pray. We'll not just pray to ourselves, but to the whole world, the whole people in the whole world. And we're hoping that, and we have to believe, and we need to claim that the cure of this COVID-19 is already close at hand, is already near, because we're asking it by God. We're asking it to God. And we believe that He will never leave us. He will always listen to us. So, to those people who are viewing this video, let's keep safe. Let's cross our fingers that we can really overcome, that we can really surpass this anxious, alarming disaster that happens to us right now. And let's be thankful, no matter what, we are still alive and healthy. So for those who are not yet my subscribers, please do subscribe, DJ Sweet Caroline Official, and see you in my next videos. Thank you so much. God bless.